The story we tell ourselves about ourselves have extraordinary powers, so we must learn to own those stories. Let me tell you why it's so important to be in charge of our own storytelling. What is this symbol? What is the first thought that comes to your mind when you see it? This is the Nike logo, and I'm sure the first thought that comes to your mind is that of action, quality, sports, and to just do it. This symbol logo has captured 50 years of storytelling. It has captured stories of amazing sports icons, quality sports clothing, amazing human feats of ability, and it tells you to just do it. A logo is the Greek term for word, and the concept of logo has been studied for thousands of years by great minds and religions. This is because words have power. Words come together to become stories, and stories shape the course of lives, communities, countries, and entire ages. Let me tell you a story. Over 3,000 years ago, a community of people couldn't decide which one of them will be made king. So they all agreed upon that the first person that will go into town will be made king. The peasant Gordius was the lucky man, and he became king of 𝙁𝙁𝘼𝙍 in Phrygia. To thank the gods, he dedicated his wagon to Jupiter, and he fastened its yoke to a beam with a very complicated knot. As the story goes on, he said that whoever could untie the knot would rule Asia. Several would-be conquerors tried to untie the knot, but they all failed. Centuries later, a young, dashing and impetuous Greek arrived at the scene and quickly solved the problem and gained himself a new kingdom by slicing the knot in half. This young ruler that went to control the whole of Asia was none other than Alexander the Great. Why did all the others fail? Why did Alexander come with such a brilliant solution instead of wasting his time untying the knot? You see, Alexander wanted to rule the world. He told himself stories of global domination. At a very young age, he was taught by the wisest teachers of all time, Aristotle. Aristotle told him about the power of the stories we hold in our minds. He told him that you are as powerful as the stories that you tell yourself. The other people who failed to untie the knot all had swords. But still, even if they had the chance to untie and break the Gordian knot, they still would not have ruled Asia. That's because they do not have the sufficient beliefs in themselves. That is why none of them tried to conquer Asia after they failed. They did not have the right stories in their mind. For business owners and coaches who are watching this right now, let me ask you a question. Why is your competitor beating you right now? Is it because they are more smarter than you? Is it because they're more talented than you? Is it because they're more resourceful than you? No! It's because they have the right stories in the mind that is more powerful than yours. They have stories of certainty. They have stories of success. They have stories of market domination. Stories that you do not have, or you lack the courage to believe that you have. For Alexander, he was raised with the idea that he would be a great king. His mother had his father assassinated so that he could become king. Alexander could have failed to untie the knot, but he would still have gone out to rule Asia. Some silly or wise tale wasn't going to stop him. He had the right story in his mind. So ask yourself, what stories are you telling yourself today?